Countryside all day. Remember one previous video I did make about an African man by the name of Dangote. I don't know if I don't remember if I pronounce him last name right. He's the richest black man. He's the richest man in Nigeria. The richest man in Africa. And the richest black man in the entire world. He studied in Nigeria and he made his wealth in Nigeria. Yes, he came from a wealthy family, but he did all these things in Nigeria. That's quote unquote a third world country. And the reason why I'm bringing them up today is because 3 of the richest black people in the world is from Nigeria. And the richest black man in the world is Nigerian. And the reason I want to bring them up is to link Africans outside of Africa to Africans inside of Africa. And the reason I want to do it is because Europeans do it all the time. And there's a lot of things we can learn from them, you know, but we're not learning the things we need to learn. We're not. We're only taking the things that's counterproductive for us as a people. The destructive part of their culture, we take it and run with it and turn it into some things that's like not beneficial to us. And what I look at it, this man became the richest black man in the world from a quote unquote third world country. He's the one who stopped the Mexicans them from spreading in Nigeria and Africa with cement like they did in the Caribbean. He stopped that. Could you imagine if we don't reach out to this man with a viable business plan to basically take over the cement market here in Jamaica? You think he would say no? I don't believe he would say no. But for some reason, we don't have the mentality to work with own our people. We just sit down like we had cut off, like we don't know our Guan, like say we don't know, say Chinese own this, Indians own that, white people own this, and we don't own nothing. When I talked to somebody this morning, and I'm gonna explain to them, no, actually last night, I'm gonna explain to them, for we as poor people, and we're poor, most black people are poor. We started from zero. When we have the plantation, are give you the illusion of being free of colonized rule. We started from zero. So most of us don't have the type of wealth to do things on the level like them. So because we don't have that type of privilege to do things on the level as them, we have to come up with inventive ways like we've done in the past. But for some reason, we become complacent and satisfied with this foolishness that we're faced with day in and day out, with them feeding us, protecting us, doing all these things. They even got us even beefing amongst ourselves, like they destroying our families. Got the woman thinking that they don't need a man. The man is fed up with certain things. They act like they don't want a woman because they're afraid to lose half or everything they've worked for. Without a good family unit, we have nothing. There's not a strong nation without a good family unit. But we are allowing so many distractions from us focusing on the issue we need to focus on. But back to what I was saying about poor people. As poor people, in order for us to compete on a level against rich people, we have to combine the little we have. And this is what I'm advocating. One of the reasons why I'm doing these YouTube videos is I'm hoping to get such a following and people who are pissed off and want to do something, that we could come up with a viable plan to take over back, whether it's an industry in Jamaica or Barbados or Guyana, anywhere we are, that we won't have too much of a big fight. We're going to get a fight. Don't get me wrong, because even the leaders in our country are not for us. So we are going to get a fight, but we have a better chance of doing it from countries where majority of people look like us. And I'm not just limited to the Caribbean either. If our combined wealth or resources take us to Africa, let's go there too, because it's on top land and everybody's running over there. But the only thing they're doing is taking and taking. They're not putting back in. We will take and put back in. So, you know, I'm praying that I get such a follower and people who really want to take action, so we could implement some things and start now, because time is not on our side. The things that they might do down at Jamaica, it's a stifle way. It's a stifle way. Nobody can tell me That we're not those people that God talks about in the Bible that's chosen. And that will go through a period of separation and being abused and all these things. I can't quote the exact scripture. Nobody can convince me these are not us. But we're going to be the person who wake up. Are we the Jesus with them when I wake up to come back? Are we? Are we? Or somebody going to be look like us? Time for we to wake up and take some serious actions. Or we're going to find ourselves in like a futuristic form of slavery. And you might think you'll be satisfied with that, but I can assure you this year it will not be. You will not be. Let's get together, man. Like, make we figure it out. We can't do it. We can't do it. We have the ability to do whatever we want to do. We look upon black people as dreadlocks. You ever see a black man here when in the dread, it only grows so far. But you see when the hair twines in with each other, they combine with each other, and they grow along till I drop on the ground. Together it grows like it don't even want to stop. Individually, don't do nothing. Are we that? Can't only do so much. Sometimes we get lucky. Some of us is allowed to make it so we can be an example. Look what you can do. But most time by yourself, you're not going to reach there. I mean, I like me. I talk from my heart, you know. I talk from my heart. We have to make some changes. We have to make some changes.